They offer everything.
And that goes there. So that is the main purpose of performing. And also, second point comes after doing this puja, we uh, everything is offered and everything goes to the fire god, and then we think it is not fire god. Fire itself is Ramakrishna, or fire itself is Mother Kali. Whatever you are thinking, no, don't make any distinction between the fire deity and the god himself. So that means you are offering directly as it, yeah. Sri Ramakrishna in the form of fire is accepting your offering. No? And then after everything offering, then we get prasad.
But the ashes put
Now
on.
come to the point. So everything you offer, you get the prasad at the end. After you offer, then you get the prasad. So when you put rasgulla, luchi, khichdi, or whatever food, then after the Lord is offered, I do that in the temple, then it comes back and we all eat. Now you have offered everything to the fire. So what is the prasad? Ashes. So you take the ashes and where do you hold? Here. For it as blessing. Understand?
Okay, but then they put the ash on the forehead. Is that just to mark you as having done that, or what is that?
No, that's you are taking the prasad and touching the holy prasad. Where will you touch the holy things? Over your forehead. And also, if it is ashes, where to put the ashes?
Somebody cannot have it.
No, somebody cannot eat that ashes. Normally, people don't eat ashes. So naturally, it has been connected with offering in the forehead. And also the prayer, the mantra is there. When you offer, we say, Om Kling Sarva Shanti Karo Hare. Sarva Shanti Karo. Sarva Shanti Karo Hare. Like Hare. That means this what I am offering, it is, let it bring all peace and blessings to everyone.
Is that similar to the monks when they become a monk? They shave their head and they take this vow of renunciation, and then they offer everything up. Is it similar to that?
Exactly, same fire. Mantras are different and offerings are different.
But it's the same concept?
Same concept. Same. And Viraja, that is called, this Homa is called Ramakrishna Homa. That Homa is called Viraja Homa. Viraja Raja means all blemish. That Homa, that sacrifice you do, where you cleanse yourself from all your past karma, past impressions, whatever is this, to wipe out everything.
So it sounds like
come, we are thinking, I was thinking of you. I said, take this big chair, it's good. Come. And here is one chair. Can you move little so that... No. That chair can use. No. Because these are good chairs, they can sit.
I'll sit here. Is that good? Is that
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so chairs already got.
I got on my shoes, I didn't want to come up.
Okay.
She can't take.
So it seems like a profound ceremony.
Yeah, that is called the Viraja Homa. The Ramakrishna Homa, that's called you can do it for anyone with Mother Saraswati, Mother Kali. So these are no more the image. Image is one symbol and fire is another symbol. And God is symbolically worshipped. Why fire? Because fire has three aspects. It removes darkness, that is light. It brings what you call fearlessness. Because when people used to do in the forest, they used to put this fire and do meditate in front of that fire so the animals and others cannot come. And third point, it is warmth. In cold time, warmth is joy. So the three aspects. It brings joy. It is full of fearlessness and light. consciousness. So these are symbolic. Any worship is fire worship is also symbolic worship. As we do the worship in the image, the Ramakrishna's photo, we say it is not photo for us. It is Ramakrishna himself. No. So similarly, you can fire is no fire, automatic fire. It is not ordinary fire. It is Ramakrishna himself. It's there, come in the form of fire to take away our everything oblation.
It's
Because
very interesting that that fire is just shapeless. It doesn't have any shape. So you just imagine you invoke there and then you offer. You imagine that that's a god, and then you are doing all this oblation. In the same way, when you are bringing prana in the tissue, there you have water. Water is also shapeless. So you are imagining that that's a god, and then you are doing all the operation on the Ganesh puja. But the water and fire, materialistically, they have totally opposite characters.
everything is an expression of Brahman. That is the major thing. First of all, you understand where 5 elements have come out of Brahman. Of the 5, the whole universe is created by air, water, fire, space, and heat. No? So, just take any symbol. To start your spiritual journey, you will have to start with any symbolic worship. You cannot imagine the infinite, you imagine it is infinite ocean. You cannot imagine of absolute truth, you think that is vast like sky. So anything you bring, you are symbolically you are worshipping. Someone worshipping in the image, in a stone, someone worshipping in the 10-handed mother, someone is, but these are all symbols of the absolute. So whatever way you worship, but this is Vedic type of thing. And invoking divine in everything. Whenever you do any puja, you invoke the divine everywhere. You invoke the divine here. This is called Mriga Mudra. Mriga means deer. Mriga.
What is that symbolic of?
Mriga Mudra. This is called Mudra. Mudra means which is some postures. And it is Mriga Mudra. With that Mriga Mudra, you touch your chest and feel that this breathing, not your breathing, feel that is Ramakrishna's breathing here. Wow. See? Now you think that your eyes are no more your eyes. It is Ramakrishna eye. It is Ramakrishna ear. My God. How symbolic thing, boosting you to what awareness.
Symbol of like Mrigadhipati. Mriga means like that any animal in Sanskrit they symbolize that deer. That's why all these animals king they would call Mrigadhipati. So like that. So that is why this animal is not animal like that. But not a Mriga, but divine.
So any say when you call life, enforcing the life in the deity, there also we do like that, Mriga, and say this eye of this deity is no more of the, it is not metal, it is not anything, it is the eye of the deity, it is the hand of the deity, it is the feet of the deity, like that. To feel, that's called invoking the Lord. Anyhow, so these are the different spiritualizing everything. Spiritualizing everything. It is spiritual to a man of wisdom. You can put it here. It's empty chair. It can be have a good seat. Yeah.
Has a good seat.
So, if anyone want, you got your book from here.
Yeah.
Now they have it. Now we are talking about the greatness of what?
What page are you on?
147. I have not started yet. 147. Today we have not started yet. Huh? I have to get up early because you people come from a distance and I am late. Nearest to the church, farthest from the God, people say. The people who are late always, who live near the church.
It's true, isn't it?
Those who are farther away, they start long back. But the people of the nearing the church, okay, I'll go. Okay, this, okay, I need to learn. Okay, excellence of the path of devotion. We have read that. The page 147, top 12 verse, we have read. What is that? Through contemplation, intensified by constant listening, recital of the Lord's excellences, the aspirant attains to the divine state beyond the sphere of decay and death. The glory, how is glory? Devotion is such a thing. By meditating on God, by listening to the glories of the Lord, intensifying the constant listening and recital. Also you say Hare Krishna, or you say whatever name you jump, mantra you are repeating. By those things, the aspirant like you and me, what will happen to us? Attains to the divine state. It automatically, it helps us boosting our awareness into divine. And what the effect of that? It helps us attain to that beyond decay and death. The body will decay and death, but you will understand, you don't decay, you don't have any death. That, see, it is giving you the sense of what absolute Brahman idea, no? Though in a bhakti language, so people always say bhakti jnana, there is no difference between bhakti jnana and other things. Language is only the different. But if you really understand it, you find it's talking of this. You are conquering death and decay. How can you conquer death and decay? But by listening to glories of the Lord, chanting your mouth with that type, and contemplating, as we do, that's our normal practice. What we do in the Vedanta society. Every day, what we do? We talk about this, talk, and then we hear about this, and you go to temple and meditate on that. See, the three things we are doing. But if we can do sincerely, then its impact is that he will be able to conquer disease. Disease, of course. Disease does not mean that one will have no physical ailment. But you will understand you have no physical ailment. You will understand that you have no old age. You will understand you have no death. See, what is the difference between attaining Brahma Jnana? Same. You say, I am not the body, not the mind, I am Atman. I am birthless, deathless, decayless. No? So there is no such difference. So, and it was for this attainment that even the kings abandoned their kingdoms. No? In India you'll find that's the glory of India. Kings, rich people, they all give up their earthly possession, or all the glories of their being emperor, king, lordly nature, just give up everything. And then they become abundant kings and prized so highly for the worldly standpoint and took to the solitude of forest. They become monks. They become wandering monks. There is a story of this Belur Mall. There is a road. That road name is Lala Baba Babu Shire Road. Lala Babu was a man, Mr. Lala. Babu is in Bengali Mr. So Lala Babu, Mr. Lala, and Shire. Shire means there is a big, huge reservoir, that area belonging to Lala Babu. And Mr. Lala was the landlord of that place. And Mr. Lala one day Everyone is big, huge, rich person, and one day, like this time, the sun is setting, like that. And he was bending on his balcony. And then one washerwoman calling her daughter, saying, "Hey, why are you late? Come, come. The day is passing. The day is almost ending. Bela jai. The time passes, the day is ending. When will you put fire into vasana?" Vasana, in Sanskrit means desire. Vasana is a latent. So, but this fisher, this washerwoman is not talking about that vasana. Vasana is another meaning, that one type of sticky thing they prepare out of the, what you call this, pith of the banana tree. They burn it, that banana pith, and then put it with water or something, it makes a sticky something. So she meant that, using the language that is called vasana. Why? Put the fire, get it done before the sun goes. Why are you late? That was her intention. And that gentleman, Mr. Lala, was leaning on the balcony, and hearing this, he suddenly awake. I am old. The sun is setting, my life is ending. How long? God is telling me. That through that lady, God is telling me, how long will we burn your vasana, burn away your desire, latent desire. And he got so infused. He had a towel on his shoulder. Without telling anybody, she just walked out, and he became a monk. So he is called Lala Babu, and the road is named in his name. And Belur, he come out to go to the marketplace. That road is called Lala Babu Shire Road, and he became a monk.
Is it true?
True. Yeah. And that type of story many. That's why the kings, Bhartrihari, the king was, Bhartrihari was a great king, whose famous composition is that everything is temporary. Therefore, give up everything, hold on to God. No? Oje. It's called Satakam, 100 verses on the couplets. He has composed 100, and he's a great, great king also. And but theory, he said, don't be proud of your youth. If you have youth, the disease follow you. See the opposite side of it.
Pair of opposites.
You have money, wealth. In those days, Nipalad Bhayam Vitte, Nipalad Bhayam. Taxation. You have money, really, then it will be taxed. or thieves will try to steal them. So everything, Vitte, Nipalad Bhayam, and everything. But Vairagameva Abhayam, it's called Vairagya Satakam. 100 couplets on renunciation. He renounced and composed that. Wonderful verses. And he became,
And he was a king?
He was a king. So how many people did in India? India is glorified by that way. That's why it is called the spiritual treasure was held in the hand of the kings. Not on the Brahmins. Brahmin boys used to learn from the Kshatriyas. Meaning, seeing that how Vedanta is practical. Lead the life of a king, at the same time they have their wisdom inside. It's very practical. So it is said, what we get, 12 verses is very important. This is the way all the verses are focusing. So what we have to do, listen to the glories of the Lord, this ear, utilize the ear that way. See with your eyes what is auspicious. And then With your mouth, talk about God. And with your mind, contemplate on God. So you have so many things in your possession. Don't use it, waste it for outside changeful objects. Now you have the book. Let us chant. Yaniha Vishwavilayod Bhavavritti Hetu Yaniha Vishwavilayod Bhavavritti Hetu Vritti Hetu Karma Hetu Karmanyananta Vishayani Harishchakara Karmanyananta Vishayani Harishchakara Jatsvangang Gayati Sinoti Anumodane Jastuangang Gayati Srinati Anumodaneva Bhaktir Bhavet Bhagavati Apavarga Marge Bhaktir Bhavet Bhagavati Apavarga Marge. Okay, I will read again. Yaniha Vishya Vilayod Bhavavritti Hetuhu Yaniha Vishwa Vilayod Bhavavritti Hetu Vilayod Bhavavritti Hetu Karmanyananta Vishayani Harishchakara Karmanyananta Vishayani Harishchakara Jastvangang Gayati Srinati Anumodaneva Jastvangang Gayati Srinati Anumodaneva Bhaktir Bhavet Bhagavati Hi Apavarga Marge Bhaktir Bhavet Bhagavati Hi Apavarga Marge. In the creation, preservation and dissolution, Vishwa Vilayo Udbhava Vritti Hetu. This world comes out created. From whom? From God. Standing now, because God is there, this world is there. When it gets, this creation is destroyed, where it goes? It goes to God. So that hetu, the cause, in the creation, preservation and dissolution of this universe, the Supreme Being has expressed himself in activities. Karmani ananta vishayani hari. Hari means the Lord has expressed himself in infinite number of look at the whole world, how varied, how many, multiple, infinite number has he expressed in different ways that are unique and infinite in magnitude. Everything is in the creation is unique, no? Everything in his creation. See, look at a tiny flower. Can you understand its greatness, beauty, charm? And if you go botanically, how much variety, how much science is behind that? Anything, minor to big, wherever you look in the creation, it is his infinite talent and energies as he expressed. So he has expressed his unique and infinite magnitude. That's why the infinite is in the microparticle and infinite is in the biggest of the big. No? Whoever hears and sings about these divine attributes, whoever thinks, looking at the nature or everywhere, sings about glory. Whose glory? Ordinary people, we glorify the bird. But the bird does not know how beautiful is his wings when they flutters like that. Birds do not know how they are tailoring their journey with little twist of the turn of the fish. Look at that. They do not know how they are swimming. Huh? We say, see the color of the people and the aquarium.
Yeah.
They keep different goldfish and other goldfish, nice fish. But the fish does it know whose glory? They say, oh, that man is so wonderful. He looks so good. Man does not know. He recreated himself. Who created? So we glorify the object. But a bhakta will glorify God. Seeing the beauty of anything, seeing the grandeur of anything, seeing any charm of anything, being pleased with anything, being happy with anything, the devotee will see the glory of the Lord. That practice. Bring God in every moment. But in our normal day-to-day life, our appreciation for mundane things. Oh, you did one thing. Thank you. What is thank? Who can do? God is there. That's why Christ said, when don't glorify me. What is that word? Only good. Good can be done by God only. I forgot the exact in which reference. But so that means all auspiciousness, all holiness, all greatness is in God. So we should thank, of course, in the outside world is a courteous world, and you should be anything anyone does, you should be responsive in that language. But on the heart of hearts, you should know it's only God's blessing. Suppose someone comes in, helps you in your some good moment or bad moment, no? You should thank that person. But in the heart of heart, no, you should know that God has sent this person for my well-being. So then you connect
like
with God.
Christmas time, you get so many gifts. You say thank you to the center. At the same time, for the mailman, you leave a packet gift for the mailman also, because the mailman has sent all that.
Yeah. And mailman, behind mailman, the real mailman is God.
Real mailman.
Whoever hears and sings about these divine attributes and majesty and feels a delight in the same attains to supreme devotion. By cultivating this nature, if you can glorify God in everything which is tangible, which is perceptible in your day-to-day experience of life, any kindness, any love, any affection, if you can connect with God, it's coming from Him. First. But Rabindranath Tagore has a different idea. Not through this good, but whatever anyone gives you a bad time, hard time, that's also Him.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah. Jekeho more diyecho sukho, diyecho tari porichoy, tomarei ami nomi. Anyone in the world, Jekeho, more to me, diyecho sukho. You brought me little touch of happiness. DHO, you have given me some acquaintance of the Lord Himself. And I salute that Lord. Through you, salutation goes. And also next line. Jeke humure DHO dukho, DHO tari porichoy. Someone have brought a very tremendously painful experiences in my life, created trouble for me. It is, oh Lord, you have brought this to me. I salute you. It has come from you. So first,
even AT&T.
everything.
AT&T?
AT&T, what is doing?
Going up, they charge me more money for my.
So you change that. Only one phone call. Only one phone call. I am going to leave you. You are doing this. See tomorrow.
I'm getting a discount already, and he's raising the price. I can't.
They say I am leaving you. This month I am leaving.
I try everything. I tell him, please, I'm an old lady.
Verizon.
He doesn't listen.
Verizon does it too.
No, their business, but you have to threaten them. Then they'll do. Otherwise, I'm leaving the company.
It's true. Yeah.
No, in our Phoenix, in our Dallas center, they're enormously charging the phone bill and other things. One young man came, then he said, "Oh man, how much you pay? This is the payment. Why? And he fought and he said, I threaten, I'm giving up this, giving up that, giving up. And then they came with so many extraordinary support. No, please don't leave. I'll give this benefit. And they have, and almost about half the money they got down. You have to fight.
Well, they tell me if you also get the TV,
Oh, don't get TV.
buy the TV, and you also get this and that,
The
That is a new policy. In our case,
not the bundle.
now in our case also they say your price will be less if you take this
Yes.
TV and other things. So they are good people. They are asking with TV also less price,
Yes.
and without TV you pay
I
more.
don't need TV.
So you brought you give me the gift of TV and reduce my pay and keep the TV and sell it. TV is there doesn't mean you have to use it. When you like it, TV, you will like that. Which channel you go? Oh, no. Oh, animal channel. Animal world.
Discovery.
Discovery. National Geography or Discovery Channel. Discovery Channel. You can enjoy so much.
I go to sleep early. Watch those things.
Anyhow, yeah, this is business.
I'll
Acha.
call them for you.
Yeah, I just calling only. Calling and charging and said, I am not
But
going.
I asked God, I said, why God? Why I have to go through this?
Nah.
Why he's
No, he will do this and that, both sides. He will give. This is the thing. He will bring joy. He will bring suffering also. But we have to understand it is coming from him as a devotee. Then we find what it matters. If God loves me,
Right.
he is my most dear and near person. And if he feels that this is needed for me, okay, I accept it. Or in a Gyani, this is also passing happiness, this misery, this trouble, this is also temporary. Joy is also temporary. Suffering also temporary. Who I care for? So they both attitude is leading to the same result. End result is the same. If you feel that the happiness I don't crave for because it is not permanent. And I don't, no one wants suffering. So suffering and happiness both comes and goes. So in everyone's life it comes and goes. So I don't care for that. So if that spirit is bad, it is a Vedantic path. And Bhakti path, there is nothing but God. And God is sending us all these things. So whatever he loves me and he gives me, I accept it. Because of intense love, then you accept everything. Happiness or misery is the same to a real devotee of God. Now, Sanaka on devotion as the safeguard from all fears. They are talking about that he will attain whoever hears, sings about these divine attributes, majesty, and feels a delight in the same. He attains the supreme devotion. Today, by this process, that means emphasizing three things again and again. Listen to his glories. Chant the name of the Lord. Keep your mind in thinking of God. If you do that, you will attain bhakti. You will be able to conquer the old age, death, and suffering. And now he is saying you will conquer fear. Fear is the major problem of all of us. Particularly when we become old and we are alone, then oh my God, what will happen? That's a big thing. Only devotees of God can withstand that. They're without fear. What to fear? God is with me. I will go die. This body will die. So they become fearless. So now that verse. Kamang bhava sabrijinoir nirayeshu na syat. Kamang bhavaha sabrijinoir nirayeshu na syat. Cheto alivadyadinute padayorameto. Cheto livadyadi nute padayorameta. Vachastu nastula si tulasi vadyadi tigro shobha. Oh Baba. Vachastu nastulasi naha. Vachastu naha tulasi vad
Because it's a naha.
naha tulasi vaddadi tigro shobham. To Tungro, there is Visarjan.
Vaha.
Acha. No. Sat chu olivadyadi to no padayo rameto. Acha. Kamang bhava sabrijinoir nirayeshu na syat. Kamang bhava sabrijinoir nirayeshu na syat. Cheto livadyadi nute padayo ramyeta nu cheto olivadyadi nute padayo rameta rameto Vachastu nastulasi vadyadi tengri shubhaha Vachastu nastulasi vadyadi tongri shobha purjetate gunaganairi yadi karnarangraha purjetate gunaganair yadi karnarangraha. That's why I call it it is because it is composed such a long time. Sanskrit is little tough. Classical English like that. Modern English, classical English. This is like that. Modern Sanskrit is so easy. Sometimes YouTube and any other some people are talking on English. Sanskrit.
Oh, really? So this is very different than
No. It is Sanskrit same, but you are using very bombastic word and strong. You have to consider old English. You have to consult the dictionary old, but colloquial language is much sweeter and is easily understandable. The now book speaking Sanskrit, spoken Sanskrit is so easy. If you listen, you can tell that. I can tell that, but I have not practiced it. But if we do that. So what does it mean? If our mind would always be set on the lotus of your feet like a beetle, if our words were always reflect thy glory like the tulasi leaves made lustrous by your feet, if our ears were always filled with the hymns and recitals of your excellences, then we would not in the least mind, even if our sins take us to lowly births or even to hell. Saying that I don't care if I can remain with you, I go to hell. Hell means a place of punishment or any other bad place, or in a good place. I don't care because I'm with you. So this is the great thing a devotee can think. If our minds, so they are talking, if our mind should always be set in the lotus of thy feet like a beetle. Like a beetle, it goes on the flower and sucks the flower. Kamang bhava sabrijinoir nirayeshu nasyat cheto olivat. Oli is called the bee. So oli means the bee. That they have said beetle. Better will be honeybee. As the honeybee sucks the honey from the flowers. So similarly, when my mind will be sucking the bliss of joy, thinking of your holy feet, thinking of your holiness. Holy feet is a Indian term. Always they say feet. But you can say holy presence, holy image. And if our bachastu, the bacha means the words, would always reflect your glory. Bachastu, Padaya Ramete, Bachastu Nas tulasi vadyadi ti tonghra shobha. And the bacha in our words should always reflect your glory like a tulasi. Tulasi leaf is very considered auspicious for worship of Lord Vishnu, Narayana. That's why we, in our puja, we bring tulasi leaf. Tulasi is very dear. Every deity has some preferred flowers, leaves, something like that. So the Lord Narayana, from whom the incarnations come, we call the Vishnu, where from Ramakrishna came. His father went to that Narayana temple in Gaya. So that deity, the Tulasi, is very auspicious. So let my mind be like Tulasi at your feet. Tulasi we put it at the feet, putting little sandal paste on the Tulasi and stick it on the feet. Similarly, let my mind be just get stuck at your holy personality or holy being.
The tulasi leaf at 3.
No, that is called bell leaf.
Bell?
That's called the bell leaf. Three prong.
Okay.
And this is the only. Yeah, it's very, very basil. Yeah, basil. You see how beautiful it smells.
Basil?
That's what it
Yeah,
is.
tulasi means basil.
Basil family, not exactly the same.
But anyhow, that if you eat
The
it
same family, maybe. The same family of
It's the
basil.
same family. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
and you eat it, it is eatable. If you eat, it is good for your health. Tulasi. If your words would always reflect your glory, like the tulasi leaves made lustrous by your feet when it is given. If your eyes were always filled with the hymns, if our ears were always filled with the hymns and recitals of the excellent, let the ear be always engaged in listening to your glories. Or the same, that means 5 sense organs. Let all the sense organs bring my awareness of your presence. By hearing, my ear will be utilized. By seeing through the eyes will be utilized. By speaking, the mouth will be utilized. Mind will be utilized by meditation. So then we would not in the least mind even our sins have taken us. If I have done some bad karma, if it wants to take me to any place, I don't care. But let my ear be engaged in hearing your glories. Let my eyes see your beautiful form. Let my mind be like a basil leaf stuck at the feet of you, at the holy feet of you. So note, the Bhagavad doctrine is that salvation or mukti consists not in attaining to any heavenly region or to the dissolution of individuality. Vedanta will say, you dissolve your ego. But Bhakta does not want to dissolve the ego. They want to keep a little difference. Ramakrishna said, I don't want to be sugar. I want to test. Test means you have to separate, no? There will be one person who is testing, one object will be there, what is to be tested. I know. But Vedanta says, no. No, me and you, no difference. I dissolve in you. Totally, this drop merges into the ocean. Thus, no more drop. So that is Vedanta. Bhakta says, no, I am going to merge, but I want to keep a little difference and enjoy your greatness, holiness, love and peace. So this is the standard. He says that it is attaining to any heavenly, they don't want to go to any heavenly region or enjoy bliss there, but only in presence of God. So, but in the development of delight and absorption in the thought of the Lord, which is designated by the term, it is called Priti. Priti, Bhakti. Bhakti is the devotion. Priti is deeper love. So much love, there is nothing but God in my life. And I want to enjoy His presence. Whether I suffer, it matters little. Whether I am happy, it matters little. I want him alone, and him and him alone. With this priti for the Lord, welling from the heart, hell and heaven lose their distinction. When that love, intense love for God comes, then people, in a, what do you call, romantic love, when at the beginning, now romantic love is, I don't know, in early days it has its own charm. When they get into romantic love in early days, now it is all open America, and everywhere you go, then boy can love a girl, and then this and that, and live together. But in early days, in Orthodox society like ours, in the loving somebody, and they have made friendship, and they love. By looking, by talking little, this, that, they feel affinity for each other. And then belongs to an Orthodox family. The girl belongs to the Orthodox family. And parent is there, brother is there, even village people are there. They will look at you, whom you are talking, what you are doing. So much restrained society. But when they really fall in love, the girl comes out of the home. Where she will go, she does not know, with a friend. So this is called the love, intensified love. So similarly will be God. If one loves God, love for God will be such intense. They don't care whether I shall have a good shelter. Because he is also a young boy, he is not earning money. He is a school going boy or maybe college going boy. And she is a girl, maybe school going or college going. And now they fall in love. And mother is saying no, dad is saying no, and society is saying no, and no, and no. They don't care anything. They just run into the street. Where they will go, they do not know. What food they will eat, they do not know.
They escape.
Huh?
Escape.
Escape.
Yeah.
So in early days, that was the situation. I don't know in this American society what was there in, let's say, 50 years, 60 years before. But in India, it was really, when our days, in our 5, 6 girls used to be in our college. And they will come with the professors only, following the professors. And they will come and sit when the professor is teaching. As soon as the professor goes, they all follow. No boy has any chance to talk to them.
Maharaj, in India, when I went to India, I saw somewhere in the villages, after like 6 o'clock, you don't see any women out. Is it true or not? Is it true?
Yeah, now days are gone. Now society has become more open.
But before, it was like that the women don't go out at night, right?
There is no question. No, the very restricted society.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be the romantic love only. Like there in Thakur's case, Bhanu Kishi, she was the aunt related to mother. And then she knew that Thakur liked to have pan after lunch.
That is the divine love you are talking.
I don't say romantic.
Romantic love, I am giving the example, we understand. That love we don't understand.
No, but she also didn't see Thakur as the divine or something like that. She was just in the village relationship. She had just love for like that, the village relationship in that way. She didn't have any.
You are thinking that, but it is not so. There is much deeper. Their love is much deeper. Ramakrishna, Bhanu Pishi, these are different level of love. No, say Gopal's ma is to come. She has no money to come to Radhakshineshwar. She used to live little away. Sometimes walking all the distance, 4-5 miles. But it is a love. It's a different type of love. Divine love. I am giving, because you don't understand the divine love, that's why I am talking about the romantic love. Romantic love is romantic love. Don't forget. And after that good relationship, even they start, and then they separate out and fight. Romantic does not remain romantic all the time. But this love for God increases and increases and increases. This is a different level. Just this example is given to understand how one can feel the attraction for each other. That is the point. Swami Vivekananda did not like that this talking about gopis' love for Krishna and crying and weeping. These are all farce. It's a love. What love? It's a men and women loving each other. It's an ordinary mundane. Then what Ramakrishna said? I understand. You need not have to understand of this love, Ram, Krishna and Radha, but take their intensity of their attraction, how they are intensely feeling for each other. Take that and put it for God. Take the same attraction, people are doing that, but put for God only. Anyone can do. If you think it is a human love, Swami Vivekananda is very rationalistic. And he was thinking it is a boy loving a girl and he's singing and dancing all the time. Ha ha, who could? Huh? He didn't like that. He's a very rigorously, very logical person. What is the difference between mundane love and this love? Isn't it? Then Ramakrishna could not convince in any other way, only said, okay, you need not have to take that if you feel, but take the intense, how they used to love each other. That intensity, take it in your heart and put it in God. So this is the point. And these two verses, I read from this translation. It says, by dwelling with ever-increasing ardor on the auspicious narrative of the glories of the Lord, men find abode where he dwells, hearing and singing his praise. They conquer death, who is invincible by others, and they attain moksha. Even monarchs have left their homes and betaken to woods, freeing themselves from the tangle of the worldly life and giving themselves fully to devotion. Numberless are his glorious acts in connection with the creation, preservation, and destruction of the universe. So numberless is the his glorious acts in connection with creation, preservation, and destruction. They who, O God, King Parikshit, sing, hear, or take delight in his glorious deeds, beget in their heart devotion, and this devotion leads to their moksha. And last verse, what we did, what does it matter that we are doomed to be reincarnated or cast in hell for our iniquities? If only our heart feels joy in the lotus feet, as does the bee take delight in the lotus. If our speech acquires sweetness in being used in your praise, just as the tulasi leaf, basil leaf, gains in loveliness by coming in contact with your feet, if only our ears be filled with the sounds of praise of your many good qualities. So, let all the senses only bring one information: God. Ears, eyes, even fragrance, any food we take is God's prasad. So let it bring God consciousness. Then I don't care where my body lives, in heaven or hell, it matters little. Now the 15th verse. Manasho Brittayo Nasu Manasho Brittayo Nasu Krishna Padambuja Shrayaha Krishna Padambuja Shrayaha Vacho Obhidhainor Namnang Vacho Abhidhainir Namnam Kayastata Prabhanadisu Kayastat Prabhanadisu Kayastat Prabhanadisu Prabhanadisu. Narada is talking about the involvement of the whole man in devotion. So what he says, Manasa Brittayana, may our minds be engaged in the contemplation of Krishna, and our speech in uttering his holy names, and our body is prostrating before his form. Even the body. That's why Vaishnavas always lay flat in the floor. Sastanga. Sastanga means with 8 limbs, all touching the ground. That means you are so humble at the feet of the Lord. So these are again repeated the same idea, that may our mind which thinks of 1,000 worldly thoughts, let that be engaged in the contemplation of the Lord Krishna. For you, whatever you may they are talking about Krishna, you may talk about your Ishta, your chosen ideal. We call Ramakrishna, you can call Kali, you can call Shiva, whatever. And our speech in uttering his holy name, that means mantra. You got the mantras. Repeat that mantra, repeat that mantra. And the body in prostrating before him. Let the body, let it be prostrated before him. Let the mind be engaged in contemplation of his name. And my speech. We spoil too much energy through our speech. Much energy is lost. So let that energy be utilized by repeating the holy name. That's also, it needs some energy to repeat, no? We can practice that. So this is the Narada is talking about this. How many times they are talking the same thing. We may get tired, but they will not stop. And you see, you are reading such big book, but see, the essential thing is so simple. Why they are talking so many times? Let me understand. Though we are hearing this book or listening, how many days we are listening, but how many times we remember to repeat the name of Lord? How many times we remember? Tell me today, from morning now, how many moments you have remembered to take the name of the Lord? How many moments you forgot? See, that's why it is repeated. That's why it is said, repeatedly hearing, listening, talking, again and again, bombarding on our mind. Let our mind accept it one day. It is not accepting. Its impact may be for a few minutes. Take the name of the Lord. Then I go out of the door, then I forget. Then I get back into the, oh, what is going on here? Hey, this is this, that is this. Huh? So all is getting engaged in outside. But to repeat inside, repeat the mantra. Why are you talking unnecessary talks? Listening, talking, talk about God, listen about God, meditate on God. Lay down your body at the feet of the Lord. Let your eyes see the beauty of the Lord. Let your mind move around the objects of the universe, which is so everywhere he is manifesting himself. Okay? So this book also, translation of this book, this is the 15th verse, no? 15th verse. 15th verse says, let our thoughts be fixed on the lotus feet of Krishna. Let our speech repeat his name, and let our body bow down in salutation. Okay? This is Narada. So we end here. What is the time? 5:37. 5:40. So let us go for a cup of tea then. Jai Ma, Durga, Durga, Durga. Jai Ma. Jai Ma.
I won't be here Thursday. I'm just going to get this injection into my